This video covers the best time to visit, how to get there, where to stay, top 10 attractions, and pro tips. Naples is one of those places that looks simple at first. Just beaches, sunshine, and a quiet coastal vibe. But once you're actually here, you realize some experiences feel completely different depending on where you go. Pick the right spots, and Naples feels relaxing, upscale, and memorable. Pick the wrong ones, and it can honestly feel a bit too slow or even underwhelming. So in today's video, we're breaking down the top 10 things to do in Naples, the places that actually make your trip worth it. If you want comfortable weather without heavy humidity, November through April is the best time. Warm days, cooler evenings, and perfect beach conditions. Naples is spread out more than it looks. So if you're planning to visit beaches, downtown, and nature spots, having a car will save you a lot of time. For location, downtown Naples works best if you want restaurants and nightlife nearby, while North Naples or Vanderbilt Beach is better if your focus is a quieter beach stay. If you want to start your trip with something calm, but still visually impressive, the Naples Botanical Garden is one of the easiest places to ease into the city. This isn't just a small garden. It's a large, thoughtfully designed space with multiple themed sections inspired by different regions like Asia, the Caribbean, and South America. What makes it stand out is how immersive each section feels. You're not just looking at plants. You're walking through completely different environments with unique layouts, colors, and textures that keep the experience interesting the entire time. It's especially good if you want a slower-paced activity or a break from the beach while still staying outdoors. Families, couples, and even solo travelers all tend to enjoy this because it doesn't require much planning. Just walk and explore. The only downside is that it can feel quite warm in the middle of the day. So going earlier in the morning or later in the afternoon usually makes the experience much more comfortable. Now, if you want to experience the more refined, upscale side of Naples, Fifth Avenue South is where that really comes through. This area feels very different from a typical beach town. It's clean, well-designed, and filled with boutique shops, art galleries, cafes, and higher-end restaurants. What makes this place special is the atmosphere more than anything else. It's not just about shopping or eating. It's about the experience of walking through a lively but relaxed environment where everything feels polished. This works especially well in the late afternoon or evening, when the temperature drops slightly and the street becomes more active with people dining, walking, and enjoying the vibe. It's ideal for couples or anyone who enjoys a more stylish and laid-back evening. The only thing to keep in mind is that prices here are noticeably higher than average, so it's better to go in expecting that. If you're looking for a beach that gives you a clean, comfortable experience without feeling overly crowded, Vanderbilt Beach is a very strong option. It offers that classic Gulf Coast look, soft sand, calm water, and wide shoreline, but with a slightly more relaxed atmosphere compared to downtown Naples beaches. What makes it stand out is the balance between accessibility and space. It's easy to reach, well-maintained, and still gives you enough room to spread out and enjoy your time without constantly dealing with heavy crowds. This is a great choice for families, couples, or anyone who wants a stress-free beach day with good facilities nearby. The main downside is parking. During peak season, spots can fill up quickly, so arriving earlier in the day makes the whole experience much smoother. If you want a place that instantly gives you that classic Naples feeling, the Naples Pier is one of the easiest and most iconic spots to start with. Stretching out into the Gulf of Mexico, this long wooden pier is simple, but that simplicity is exactly what makes it special. What makes it stand out is the view. You can walk all the way to the end and look back at the shoreline, watch waves roll in, and often spot dolphins swimming nearby. It's also one of the best places in the city for fishing or just standing still and taking everything in. This works for almost everyone, whether you're visiting with family, walking as a couple, or just enjoying a quiet moment alone. The only downside is that it can get quite busy during sunset. So if you prefer a quieter experience, going earlier in the day feels more relaxed. Now, if you want something completely different from beaches and city areas, Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary gives you a more raw and natural side of Florida. This protected area features a long wooden boardwalk that takes you deep into wetlands, cypress forests, and open marshland. As you walk through, you'll see towering trees, still water reflections, and a variety of wildlife, including birds, turtles, and sometimes even alligators. What makes it unique is how quiet and immersive it feels. You're not rushing through it. You're slowly moving through nature. This is perfect for nature lovers, photographers, or anyone who wants a break from the more developed parts of Naples. The only thing to keep in mind is that it's best experienced earlier in the day, both for cooler temperatures and better chances of spotting wildlife. If you're looking to add a cultural experience to your trip, Artis Naples offers something more refined and creative. This complex includes an art museum, live performances, and exhibitions that bring a completely different energy compared to the beach-focused parts of the city. What makes it stand out is the variety. You can explore visual art inside the museum or attend concerts, theater shows, and events depending on what's happening during your visit. This works especially well for couples or travelers who enjoy art, music, or a more relaxed indoor experience after spending time outdoors. The only downside is that it requires a bit of planning, especially if you want to attend specific events. So checking schedules ahead of time helps. For something more active and memorable, kayaking through the Everglades near Naples is one of the most unique experiences you can have in this area. You'll paddle through calm waters surrounded by mangroves, narrow channels, and untouched natural landscapes. What makes this experience different is how close you get to nature. You're not just observing it, you're moving through it, often seeing birds, fish, and sometimes even wildlife along the way. It's peaceful but still engaging, making it a great option for anyone who wants light adventure without something too extreme. This works well for small groups, couples, or solo travelers who enjoy outdoor exploration. One thing to consider is timing. Going during cooler parts of the day and with a guided tour can make the experience much smoother and more enjoyable. And honestly, this is where Naples really starts to separate itself, because the top 3 experiences are on a completely different level, especially number 1. If you're looking for a place that feels relaxed but still upscale, 3rd Street South offers a slightly more laid-back alternative to 5th Avenue. This historic area is filled with boutique shops, outdoor cafes, art galleries, and shaded walkways that make it very easy to spend a few slow, enjoyable hours. What makes it different is the atmosphere. It feels less busy, more local, and a bit more relaxed compared to other parts of Naples. You're not rushing through it, you're just exploring at your own pace. This works especially well for couples or anyone who prefers a quieter, more refined experience without heavy crowds. The only downside is that it's not as lively at night as other areas, so it's better suited for daytime or early evening visits. Now, if you want a beach experience that feels a bit more hidden and unique, Clam Park is one of the best options in Naples. Instead of walking directly onto the beach, you'll first pass through a scenic mangrove boardwalk or take a small tram ride that leads you through a natural preserve. That journey is what makes this place stand out. By the time you reach the beach, it feels quieter, more secluded, and more connected to nature compared to typical access points. The beach itself is clean, peaceful, and perfect for relaxing without large crowds. This works well for families, couples, or anyone who wants a slightly more nature-focused beach experience. The only thing to keep in mind is that getting there takes a bit more time, so it's not the quickest option, but for many people, that's exactly what makes it worth it. Taking the number 1 spot is Lowdermilk Park Beach, and for many visitors, this is where everything comes together. It's not just about the beach itself, but how easy and complete the experience feels once you're there. The sand is soft, the water is calm, and the beach is wide enough to find your own space without feeling crowded in most areas. What really makes it stand out is the convenience. You've got parking, restrooms, picnic areas, and nearby spots to grab food, all within easy reach. This works for almost everyone, families, couples, or even solo travelers, because it doesn't require much effort to enjoy. You can spend a full day here without needing to move around much. One downside is that it can get busy during peak hours, especially on weekends, so going earlier in the day makes a big difference. And quick heads up, I've added some of my favorite travel essentials in the description that can make your trip a lot easier. Definitely worth a quick look. If you want to avoid crowds, weekdays are noticeably better, especially for beaches like Lowdermilk Park and Vanderbilt Beach. Parking fills up faster than most people expect, so arriving earlier in the day can save you a lot of time and frustration. If your trip is short, staying closer to where you'll spend most of your time, either near downtown or near the beach, can make your overall experience much smoother. And if you're planning outdoor activities like kayaking or nature walks, earlier in the morning is usually the most comfortable time before the heat builds up. At the end of the day, Naples isn't just about beaches. It's about how you experience the city. Choose the right places, and your trip feels completely different. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more travel videos just like this. Tell me in the comments, which Naples spot are you visiting first? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.